In the murky waters of farms across Australia, Thailand, and increasingly the American South, prehistoric predators worth up to $15,000 each are being raised with the precision of a Swiss watch factory. These aren't pets or zoo exhibits. They're crocodiles, and they're the source of the world's most expensive leather, commanding prices that make even exotic car interiors look affordable. A single Hermes Birkin bag made from crocodile skin can cost $200,000 or more. A pair of custom crocodile boots, easily $5,000. But have you ever wondered how these ancient apex predators go from hatchling to handbag? How farmers manage animals that can bite with 3,700 pounds of force? And why crocodile leather is considered the ultimate luxury material, surpassing even the finest Italian calfskin. Today, Mr. Vaxo Engine takes you inside the secretive world of crocodile farming, where danger meets precision, conservation meets commerce, and one reptile has become more valuable than gold, ounce for ounce. Right now, let's explore the extraordinary journey from egg to exotic leather. Crocodile farming is not what most Americans imagine. This isn't some backwoods operation with rusty cages and reckless handlers. Modern crocodile farms are sophisticated agricultural enterprises combining wildlife biology, veterinary science, and manufacturing precision. The industry exploded in the 1980s when the global ban on wild crocodile hunting under CITES, the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, threatened to eliminate the exotic leather trade entirely. Rather than accept extinction of the market, entrepreneurial farmers in Australia and Southeast Asia saw an opportunity. Why not raise crocodiles specifically for their hides, just like cattle for beef or sheep for wool? Today, the global crocodile farming industry is worth over $1 billion annually, producing approximately 1.5 million skins per year. Australia leads in saltwater crocodile farming, producing the most prized skins in the world. Thailand dominates Siamese crocodile production. Africa focuses on Nile crocodiles. And surprisingly, the United States, particularly Louisiana and Florida, is becoming a major player in American alligator farming, a close cousin to crocodiles that produces similar luxury leather. Here's what makes this industry fascinating. Farming crocodiles actually helps wild populations. By providing a legal, sustainable source of skins, farms eliminate poaching pressure. Many farms also participate in ranching programs where they collect eggs from the wild, hatch and raise them to harvest size, then return a percentage of juveniles back to natural habitat. It's conservation through commerce, a concept that initially sparked controversy but has proven remarkably effective. The species most commonly farmed are saltwater crocodiles in Australia, Siamese crocodiles in Thailand, Nile crocodiles in Africa, and American alligators in the U.S. Each species has unique characteristics, but saltwater crocodile skin is considered the gold standard, featuring smaller, more uniform scales that luxury brands prefer. The crocodile farming cycle begins in carefully managed breeding facilities during the spring and summer months when crocodiles naturally reproduce. Unlike salmon or chickens, you can't just put male and female crocodiles together and hope for the best. These are territorial, aggressive animals that will fight to the death if improperly introduced. Breeding crocodiles are housed in large ponds or enclosures with carefully controlled male-to-female ratios, typically one male for every 3 to 5 females. These aren't young animals. Breeding crocodiles must be mature, usually at least 10 to 15 years old and weighing 200 to 400 pounds. These are the elite, the proven genetics that produce the highest quality offspring. During breeding season, males become incredibly aggressive, bellowing, thrashing, and competing for female attention. It's dramatic, dangerous, and absolutely critical to monitor. Once mating occurs, females begin the remarkable process of egg production. A female crocodile creates a nest, a mound of vegetation and mud that she carefully constructs and guards fiercely. In farms, nesting areas are provided with suitable materials, and females are given space and privacy because stress can cause them to abandon or destroy eggs. Each female lays between 40 to 60 eggs in a single clutch, burying them in the warm, decomposing vegetation.
A good day's work.
Here's where farming diverges from nature. In the wild, mother crocodiles guard their nests for the entire 80 to 90 day incubation period, defending against predators and even assisting hatchlings out of the nest.
Thanks to the
On
dedicated
farms,
efforts of the
eggs are
conservation
carefully
team,
collected within
these young
days of laying,
crocodiles are
a
now
dangerous
ready to
job
face the
requiring
wild.
experienced handlers who must distract or temporarily restrain the aggressive mother. The collected eggs, each about the size of a chicken egg but with a harder, chalky shell, are transported to climate-controlled incubation rooms. Temperature control is absolutely critical because, in one of nature's fascinating quirks, the incubation temperature determines the sex of crocodile hatchlings. Temperatures around 31 to 32 degrees Celsius produce males, while slightly cooler or warmer temperatures produce females. Farms carefully regulate this to maintain proper ratios. The eggs are placed in incubators filled with vermiculite or sand to maintain humidity, then monitored constantly for 80 to 90 days. Workers periodically candle the eggs, shining light through them to verify embryo development. Any eggs that fail to develop are removed to prevent bacterial growth. When hatching time arrives, you can hear the babies chirping inside their eggs, a surprisingly bird-like sound that signals they're ready to emerge. Handlers sometimes assist by carefully cracking eggs that the hatchlings are struggling to exit, though they must be careful not to intervene too early. Newborn crocodiles are adorable, if that word can apply to a prehistoric predator. They're about 10 to 12 inches long, perfectly formed miniatures of their parents, with bright yellow and black striping that serves as camouflage in the wild. But unlike puppies or kittens, these babies are born with a full set of sharp teeth and the instinct to bite anything that moves. The hatchlings are immediately moved to indoor rearing facilities, climate-controlled rooms with shallow pools and basking areas. Temperature regulation is crucial because crocodiles are ectothermic, meaning they rely on external heat sources to regulate body temperature.
Okay, I have 3.
The nursery is maintained at 28 to 32 degrees Celsius, the optimal range for growth. For the first few days, hatchlings don't eat. They're still absorbing nutrients from the yolk sac they were connected to inside the egg. But once they start feeding, they're voracious. Baby crocodiles are fed finely minced chicken, fish, or specially formulated reptile food multiple times per day. Unlike mammals, reptiles don't need to eat daily once they're older, but during this rapid growth phase, frequent feeding is essential. The young crocodiles remain in these nursery conditions for several months, growing from 10 inches to about 3 feet in length. During this time, they're monitored closely for health issues, growth rates, and any signs of aggression that might require separation. Even at this young age, crocodiles establish dominance hierarchies, and weaker individuals may need to be moved to prevent injury. Once the young crocodiles reach about 3 feet in length, typically around 8 to 12 months of age, they're transferred to grow-out facilities. This is where they'll spend the next 2 to 3 years reaching harvest size. Modern crocodile farms use several housing systems. Some employ outdoor concrete ponds with partially covered areas for sun and shade. Others use large indoor facilities with heated pools. The most advanced farms use a combination, allowing crocodiles to be moved between environments based on weather and growth stage. The enclosures are designed with crocodile behavior in mind. These animals need water deep enough to fully submerge, dry land for basking, and enough space to prevent constant fighting, though some aggression is inevitable with territorial predators. Farms typically stock at high densities, sometimes housing thousands of crocodiles in a single facility, which requires constant vigilance. Feeding grows increasingly expensive as the crocodiles grow. A 5-foot crocodile might consume 5 to 10 pounds of food per week, typically chicken carcasses, fish, or commercial crocodile feed pellets that contain balanced nutrition. The feed is specially formulated to promote rapid growth while maintaining skin quality, which is the ultimate goal. The belly skin of a crocodile, the prime leather area, must be flawless. Any scarring from fights, infections, or handling damage dramatically reduces the hide's value. This means farms must balance density for efficiency against the risk of damage from territorial battles. Some operations separate aggressive individuals. Others use feeding strategies that reduce competition, like spreading food across large areas or feeding at night when crocodiles are calmer. Health management is critical. Crocodiles can suffer from bacterial infections, fungal diseases, and parasites. Farms employ veterinarians who specialize in reptile medicine, a niche but essential field.
We maintain a steady
Sick animals are isolated and treated, both for their welfare and to protect the valuable investment they represent. A crocodile that reaches 5 to 6 feet in length, the typical harvest size, represents 3 years of feeding, housing, and care, easily $2,000 to $3,000 in costs before any revenue is generated. Growth rates vary by species and conditions, but saltwater crocodiles typically reach harvest size of 5 to 6 feet and 60 to 90 pounds in about 3 years under optimal farming conditions.
At 1 month, the saltwater
in the
crocodile
wild,
is
this
12
would
inches.
take 7 to 10
By 3
years.
months, it's 18
The difference
inches.
comes from
Reaching
consistent
2 feet,
feeding,
its temperature
climate
determines
control,
sex.
and protection from
31
predators
to
and
32
disease.
degrees Celsius
This
equals
accelerated
males.
growth is
Other
essential for farm
temperatures equal
profitability.
females.
When crocodiles reach optimal
From a
size,
mere
the
12
harvest
inches at 1
process
month,
begins,
the caiman
and this
shows
is where
remarkable
extreme
growth,
caution meets
reaching
precision.
18 inches by 3
These aren't
months.
docile
appear
cattle.
healthy,
These
no
are
signs of
apex
shedding
predators
issues.
capable of
Scoop
inflicting
measurements are stable
catastrophic
at
injuries in
4.2
seconds.
centimeters.
Workers
Mucous
use
membranes look
specialized
good.
tools including
Scales appear
catch poles
healthy,
with
no
loops that
signs of
secure
shedding
the
issues.
animal's snout,
Scoop
the most
measurements are
dangerous
stable
part.
at 4.2 centimeters.
Multiple handlers
Mucous
work
membranes
together
look
to
good.
safely restrain
Scales
each
appear
crocodile
healthy,
before
no signs of
processing.
infection
The
or
crocodiles are
parasites.
humanely euthanized
We are
using
now
methods
moving on
approved
to
by
the abdominal
veterinary and animal
palpation.
welfare standards,
Scales appear
typically a
healthy,
gunshot
no
or bolt
signs
to
of
the brain,
infection or
which causes
parasites.
instant death.
We are now
This is
moving
critical
on to the
not just
abdominal
for ethical
palpation.
reasons but also for hide quality. Stress hormones released during prolonged fear of fleeing can negatively affect skin quality, so a quick, humane death is in everyone's interest. Once euthanized, the processing must happen quickly. The belly skin, the most valuable portion, must be removed within hours to prevent bacterial degradation that can ruin the leather. Skilled workers make precise incisions, carefully removing the ventral skin in one piece, a rectangle of hide running from the throat to the tail. This requires expert knife work because even a small cut or puncture in the wrong place can dramatically reduce value. The back skin, covered in thick bony plates called osteoderms, is sometimes used for less expensive products but isn't suitable for high-end fashion. The meat is also harvested and sold, a growing market especially in Asia, Australia, and increasingly in the United States where crocodile and alligator meat is considered a delicacy, similar to chicken but with a unique flavor. The fresh skins are immediately salted, a preservation method used for centuries. Salt draws out moisture and prevents bacterial growth, effectively causing decomposition. The skins are laid flat, heavily coated with salt, then stacked and left for several days. After initial salting, they're typically salted again, then shipped to specialized tanneries, often located in France, Italy, or Singapore, the global centers of exotic leather tanning. What happens next is where science meets art. Tanning exotic leather is extraordinarily complex, far more so than cattle leather. The goal is to transform raw, preserved skin into a supple, beautiful, durable material that will last decades while maintaining the distinctive scale pattern that makes crocodile leather so coveted. The skins arrive at the tannery still preserved in salt. The first step is rehydration and cleaning, soaking the skins in large drums with water and mild detergents to remove salt, dirt, and residual blood. This can take 24 to 48 hours with multiple water changes. Next comes liming, a process where the skins are soaked in alkaline solutions that break down remaining fats, proteins, and hair follicles. Crocodile skin doesn't have hair like mammals, but it does have tiny sensory pits and residual tissue that must be removed. The liming process also loosens the outermost layer of skin, which is sometimes removed in a process called shedding. After liming, the skins are delimed and baited, treated with enzymes that further soften the leather and prepare it for tanning. This is chemistry at its finest, carefully controlled pH levels, enzyme concentrations, and timing that can make or break the entire hide. Then comes the actual tanning, the transformation from raw skin to stable leather. Chromium tanning is most common for crocodile skins, using chromium salts that bind to the collagen fibers in the skin, stabilizing them and making them resistant to decay, heat, and water. The skins are tumbled in large rotating drums filled with chromium tanning solution for 24 to 48 hours. The result is a stable, bluish-colored leather, often called wet blue, that won't rot but still needs many more steps. After tanning, the skins are shaved to uniform thickness using precision machines. Crocodile belly skin is naturally uneven, thicker in some areas, thinner in others.
Throat to tail.
Shaving creates consistency, essential for manufacturing. Then comes neutralization, adjusting the pH back to neutral, and retanning, adding additional tanning agents that improve softness, water resistance, and color uptake. Dyeing is where the leather gets its final color. Crocodile leather is dyed in huge rotating drums with specialized dyes, tumbling for hours to ensure even color penetration. Natural colors like black, brown, and tan are most common, but luxury brands commission custom colors, vibrant reds, deep blues, emerald greens, even metallic finishes. Each color requires specific dye formulations and timing. After dyeing, the leather is fat liquored, treated with oils and waxes that penetrate the leather, making it supple and soft. Without this step, the leather would be stiff and prone to cracking. The type and amount of fat liquoring depends on the intended use. Leather for bags needs more rigidity. Leather for shoes needs more flexibility. The skins are then dried, carefully stretched and hung or vacuum dried to prevent shrinkage and wrinkling. As they dry, the natural scale pattern becomes more pronounced, that distinctive tile-like arrangement that makes crocodile leather instantly recognizable. Once dry, the leather goes through staking, a mechanical process that flexes and softens the leather, breaking down any remaining stiffness. The final steps are finishing, where the leather's surface is prepared for use. This might include buffing to create a matte finish, glazing for a high gloss shine, or embossing, though genuine crocodile leather rarely needs embossing since the natural scale pattern is its main appeal. Some skins receive a protective coating that enhances color and provides resistance to water and stains. Quality control inspectors examine every finished skin, grading them based on scale uniformity, color consistency, softness, and any defects. The highest grade skins, called first grade or luxury grade, are flawless specimens with perfectly uniform scales, consistent color, and buttery softness. These skins might sell for $8,000 to $15,000 each to luxury brands like Hermes, Louis Vuitton, or Gucci. Second grade skins, with minor imperfections, sell for less but are still high quality. Lower grades are used for smaller accessories or trim. The finished leather is shipped to luxury goods manufacturers around the world, where master craftspeople cut and stitch it into handbags that cost more than most cars, shoes that are investment pieces, watch straps that sell for thousands, and wallets that become family heirlooms. The labor and skill required to work with crocodile leather is immense. Unlike cattle leather, you can't make mistakes. Each skin is unique, and a miscut or bad stitch ruins an irreplaceable material. This is why crocodile products command such astronomical prices. A single Hermes Kelly bag made from matte crocodile can retail for $100,000 or more. It's not just marketing or brand prestige. It's the culmination of a 4-year process from egg to handbag, involving wildlife breeding, dangerous animal handling, precision processing, chemical artistry, and master craftsmanship. That price reflects decades of expertise, significant risk, and material so scarce that luxury brands can't get enough. The crocodile farming industry faces scrutiny from animal welfare organizations and environmentalists. Critics argue that keeping wild predators in captivity is inherently cruel, that farming conditions can be inadequate, and that luxury fashion doesn't justify the use of exotic animals. These are legitimate concerns that the industry must address through transparency, improved standards, and third-party certification programs. Many farms now participate in programs that verify humane treatment, environmental sustainability, and legal sourcing. Organizations like the Crocodile Specialist Group monitor the industry and work with farms to improve practices. The reality is that well-run crocodile farms have actually contributed to conservation. Species that were endangered in the 1970s have rebounded, partly because farming reduces poaching and provides economic incentive to protect wild habitats. The future of crocodile farming is evolving. Some companies are exploring lab-grown exotic leather, using cellular agriculture to create crocodile-like leather without animals. Others are developing plant-based alternatives that mimic the look and feel of crocodile skin. Whether these innovations will satisfy luxury consumers who value authenticity and rarity remains to be seen. For now, the crocodile farming industry continues to thrive, supplying the insatiable demand for one of the world's most exclusive materials. From breeding ponds in the Australian outback to tanneries in southern France to boutiques on New York's Fifth Avenue, the journey of crocodile leather is a testament to human ambition, skill, and our complex relationship with the natural world. What surprised you most about how crocodile leather is produced? Would you ever own a crocodile leather product, or do you think the practice should end? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive fascinating, hit that like button, share this with anyone who loves luxury goods or unusual industries, and subscribe to Mr. Vaxo Engine for more incredible stories about how things are made. Next time, we're exploring another mind-blowing production process that will change how you see everyday products forever. See you there.